Hello everyone, it's your buddy Sven here, once again coming at you with another Warframe video. Now, in case you guys can't tell, I am not in the actual client. That'll come next week, trust me. But I wanted to go over Update 18 with you guys, and my god, is this my favorite update ever. This beats Update 17 for me. This has been absolutely monumental, mostly because of the questline that's given. I'll go over that on Wednesday, and I can't do it justice, and I wanted to give you guys time to do the quest because this quest is so lore heavy and so amazing that I wanted you guys to experience it for yourself. I didn't want to spoil anything, so I won't spoil anything in this video. Feel free that this video is spoiler free. The one on Wednesday, though, I will be recapping the Second Dream quest. So, Second Dream has arrived. Really huge stuff that comes here. The monumental update, yeah, I am not exaggerating. That is monumental. First cinematic quest, what is a Warframe? Yeah, it has just been fantastic. Really, though, we learned what a Warframe is. It's really cool. We got Ivara, the Huntress frame. She's really, really interesting. She isn't like any other frame. I mean, most frames aren't like the other frames, but she is very, very different. We got a new type of mission. We got a Conclave expansion. We got new weapons and accessories. We have so much stuff that we got. Second Dream Quest is hit. We learn more about Hunhow. He's enlisted the Stalker to destroy the Tenno by exploiting a long-forgotten secret, a secret that cuts the heart of what it means to be a Tenno. Now, you have to complete Nada to do the Second Dream Quest. Nada can be done, I think, at rank 3 by scanning an Oculist when it shows up. Nada Quest, not too difficult. Second Dream Quest, little bit more difficult, but don't worry about that for now. I'll get into that on Wednesday, the next video I will be doing. For those of you who've been keeping up with the 24-hour code rewards, excellent job, guys. You earned some very nice rewards. Day 1 was a Cooper egg. You got 5 uncommon fusion cores for day 2, 3-day credit booster for day 3, and then catalyst reactor blueprints for 4 and 5. Day 6 was rare fusion cores, and if you got all 6, you got the Stalker Noggle. Unfortunately, I only got 5 of 6, so I was really sad, but that's okay. I don't necessarily mind it, but if you got all of them, congratulations, you got the Stalker Noggle. I've heard it's absolutely adorable. Now, new tile set, we have the Orican Moon. What we know of the moon is a mystery, and entering its halls requires the completion of the Second Dream Quest. Master the 7 principles on the Orican Moon. Hall of Ascensions are tightly wound with the fabric of known Orican civilization. Uncover secrets along your path across the moon. Challenge yourself in 7 unique rooms across 7 principles for new unique mod rewards. The measure by which the Orican were judged will now put you to the test. That is really cool. You'll learn more about the moon in the quest line. Again, not going to spoil anything, but the moon is finally in the game. It's really cool. So we got the new Warframe, Ivara, and Ivara is really cool looking. Her first ability is Quiver, where you cycle through and shoot one of 4 tactical arrows. Cloak creates a defensive bubble that cloaks allies and shields them from attacks. Dash Wire actually fires a zip line. Slumber Arrow causes someone to sleep for a period of time. And Noise Arrow attracts unalerted enemies. And that's really cool because it's really good. I could see her honestly being a really good spy frame, which, funny enough, is how you get her. You get Ivara through various tiered spy missions. She's really cool. I like the way that you can get her. It makes a whole lot of sense that she comes out of spy missions. But anywho, second ability is Navigator. Assume control of a projectile and guide it to its targets. That is really, really cool because I think, I don't quote me on this one, but I think this is going to give us the ability to weave our arrows and weave our bolts. It'll be fantastic. I can't wait to see how that turns out. I haven't had a chance to play Ivara. I'm working with a few of my friends to farm her. She seems really, really cool. Prowl. Become invisible, steal loot from unsuspecting enemies, and go on the offensive with increased headshot damage. That is pretty ridiculous. That almost feels Sly Cooper-esque to me, where you steal loot from people. And then her ult is Artemis Bow. Summon a mighty bow and unleash a volley of devastating arrows. I've heard that it's a lot like the Exalted Blade skill for Excalibur. Again, I haven't seen an Ivara in action, and I haven't had the chance to test her out myself. So all this stuff is speculation from my end, other than what's given right here. You obtain her through the market or through easy, medium, and hard spy missions. So they tell you that. New weapons. We have War. The Stalker gets a new weapon, which you guys will see in the Second Dream. There's just a 4th Stalker weapon, which will be dropped via the Stalker as well. The Rubico, which scope out the enemies with this long-range revolver-style rifle. I actually can't wait to see that. Talons, which are new claws. The Lacera, which is in the practice hands of a master. It's another blade whip, which is really, really cool. And an additional weapon may be hidden within the second dream. I already know what that second weapon is, and I won't spoil it for you guys. New single sword stance, Vengeful, Revenant, Hate, Dread, Despair. I think it might be it's a single sword drop that might come from the Stalker. New enemies, sentient forces have appeared, but more obscured from our sensors. Players can discover more about these enemies in the second Dream Quest. New enemies in the second Dream Quest. The login rewards have been overhauled. This is something I've been waiting for a long time. The login system has been given a total overhaul, and now players will gain increasingly valuable rewards with each daily login. This is really, really cool. Logins are tracked cumulatively, and players will not be penalized for missing any number of logins. Now it's not like, oh, well, I'm trying to get one of these 7-day rewards, but I had to miss one because my internet was out, my computer was busted, whatever the case is. Fear not, that no longer applies. Players with a higher mastery rank will have an increased chance to receive rare or more valuable rewards. I kind of like this system in a way, but I'm a little bit mixed on it because it just says more likely. It doesn't mean that It doesn't mean that a 20 is going to get just flat out better rewards than a new player, but overall they get it gives you incentive to really level your mastery. Each level of mastery will provide a 5% increase to obtaining improved rewards. That's pretty cool, actually. Login rewards are randomly generated, as always. The following unique weapon has been added to the reward system via Zima. This unconventional machine pistol packs a deadly surprise. Note this weapon is a day 100 login reward exclusive. So for logging in 100 days, I assume with the new system from what I've heard, you can get the Azima. That's really cool. I like how they have a weapon that is only for logging in for 100 days. So I hope that you guys will eventually get it. Sniper rifles got a revision. Much like they did with shotguns in Update 17, sniper rifles are getting a little bit of love. Sniper rifles now have a variable zoom where you can zoom in and out with your scroll wheel. That's really cool. Each zoom level will provide a stat bonus that is applied to each shot. These bonuses are specific to each sniper rifle and will be indicated on the scope. That is really, really cool. Successive kills with the sniper rifle will apply towards a combo meter, which will apply a damage bonus for each successive kill. That seems like melee a little bit. That's really cool. Sniper rifle's combo meter will reset after a period delay or when the player misses their next shot. So it's giving you incentive to hit multiple and take consideration as to where you're hitting. Sniper rifle scopes have received a visual overhaul. I've seen this firsthand. Really nice visual overhaul. They look great. Sortie missions. Sortie missions are now available for all Tenno Mastery Rank 4 or higher. Sortie missions are difficult endgame missions for experienced Tenno that can be completed alone or with a group. Each sortie mission will have its own unique requirements or enemy modifiers, favoring Tenno that have a versatile arsenal. Woohoo! Finally, I get to do something in this game. Players can access sortie missions through the sortie icon through the upper right-hand corner of the World State window in navigation. Sortie missions will change daily, and players will have to complete all 3 connected missions to receive a reward from that season's pool. Each sortie mission will last a period of 15 days before cycling into a new season, so the seasons will update every 15 days. That's really nice, actually, because that means that we get different chances at rewards. I know that at the current moment, Legendary Core is one of the rewards. That's pretty significant, honestly. Players can review the rewards for the current season in the World State window. Please note, sorties must be played in order, and all 3 missions must be completed to receive the reward. Okay, that's really cool. So it doesn't give you the whole sheet of them, because there are a lot of rewards, some of which are definitely better than others. As I said, Legendary Cores are there, and then you can get like 25 Rare 5s as well. Now, as great as 25 Rare 5 Fusion Cores are, the Legendary Core is kind of better. New game modes and reward changes. Infested Excavation. This popular game mode can now be played against infested enemies, and it can be found on these missions. That's kind of cool, actually. I like the idea of Infested Excavation. Many survival and excavation missions have been rebalanced, so the mission rewards match the difficulty of the mission. The enemies spawned are appropriately challenging, and the enemy level scaling is consistent. This includes tuning such as reduced caps of sapping osprey, and ensuring similar level nodes have similarly difficult mix of enemies. So that's actually really cool. So they did a various amount of rebalancing. Camry, Cassini, Selkie went back to medium compared to hard. And then the other two lists on this went up a difficulty, both from easy to medium and then medium to hard. 2 to energy cell carrier spawn rates to be similar for all excavation missions. That's kind of cool because sometimes excavation missions got either close or you would go a long time without getting a cell. Dark Sector Survival and Dark Sector Excavation mission reward tables have been updated to better match regular missions, including the addition of Void Sabotage keys and Fusion Core bundles. I actually like that, personally. Tower 4 keys have been added to the reward tables for the following: the ones on Eris, Pluto, and Ceres. There's now a 30-second window in interception missions where once you've intercepted a message to kill all enemies and collect the loot. Sorry about that, my voice is kind of going, I think. But overall, yeah. So once 30 seconds is up, you'll be prompted by the reward screen. This should prevent progression stoppers in rounds where the game thinks that there are enemies left. That was done because I've experienced this firsthand. Sometimes it'll think that there's someone left, and there isn't, and then it won't let you complete the mission. We got 2 new Sundanas, some more armor, and some more skins. Really fun stuff. Revive 2.0. They have modded the revive system. Players now have 4 revives per mission. Returning to your landing craft will refresh all revives between missions. That is huge. You no longer have 4 revives on the day. You have 4 per mission. You can no longer purchase revives in the arsenal. That's a good thing to know. Revives used in missions will cost experience for each revive used. This feature is currently disabled, but will be activated in a future update. So yes, it'll cost you guys affinity to revive. But that's no big deal. I died a few times and saw the affinity that it would take. Not a big deal. It's only 1 or 2 enemies worth of affinity. Additions. We got the Scimitar. This is what's pictured up here. Really cool landing craft. Blade-like landing craft armed with barrage air support. Find the Scimitar in the market today. Simulacrum Arsenal. Players can now adjust their Warframe loadouts while in the Simulacrum for more efficient testing. Simulacrum has been given a visual overhaul. Maru's Bazaar. Found on Earth, Maroon's Bazaar is a place where players can go trade and advertise their goods. I think it's literally, we got a trading-focused relay. That is fantastic. Players can set themselves up for a trade openly by selecting the trade option above the emote wheel in the relay's concourse. Selecting this option again will make you no longer available for trade. Players can initiate a trade by focusing on the player they wish to trade with, then selecting the trade option above their emote wheel. Really cool. That's a little bit more conventional MMO style. I kind of like that. 1 player must make themselves available for trade in order to initiate a trade. Normal trade limitations are still in place. Clan warlords can now downsize the tier of their clans. That is very cool because if you're a warlord in your clan, it is kind of difficult to keep up with the increased resource cost. So if a lot of people have left your clan, whether for inactivity or whatever the case is, you could downsize that and make things cheaper. That's really good to know. Trinity Skirt has been given its own physics. Oh, thank you, RN Jesus. You are a lovely person. You know, Trinity Skirt has not had its own physics for a long time. Kind of cool to see that finally. Lotus's voiceover has been added to inform players when a fellow Tenno is down and in need of reviving. So for those of you who who usually have seen, oh, I didn't realize you were down, that has been fixed. Lotus will openly tell you. Foundry Rush now costs will now offer a scaled Rush Platinum once the item reaches 50% craft completion. I usually would only rush it at the start, but that's really cool that they've dipped the price. Rhino got a limited rework. This is important to know, and I'll cover that, and then we'll be done with the video. Thank you guys for sticking around for this long. Rhino's been given a passive Heavy Impact. Who remembers the mod Heavy Impact where you drop and then it creates a shockwave? Rhino's got that by default now. Rhino Charge has the following changes. You can gore enemies caught in your path, and it has a recast combo counter meter, very identical to Valkyr's Ripline and Atlas's Landslide. Duration mods no longer affect charge. Range mods now affect the distance. I think that's how it should have been personally. Charge distance will now be based off of his ability combo counter. Rhino Charge will now induce a blast proc if Iron Skin is active while charging. Rhino Charge will deal double damage against targets affected by Rhino Stomp as well. So it's actually trying to get combos in there. That's kind of fun. I kind of felt that Rhino was a very vanilla frame, and this gives him some intrigue. Iron Skin has received the changes of Iron Skin now has a damage absorb period and is affected by armor, much like Tectonics and Snow Globe. That is really, really cool. I think that's going to make Rhino a little bit stronger. I see you over there, buddy. Rhino Stomp has received the following changes: fixed double get up when enemies affected by Rhino Stomp get ragdolled, and Rhino Stomp is recastable now and picks up new enemies in range. That's pretty cool, actually. So overall, update 18 was huge. I'll be going into Second Dream in the next video, and then I will hopefully be able to cover Ivara after that. Anywho, if you like what you saw in the video, please leave a like down below, and if you're interested in seeing Warframe videos every Wednesday and Friday, and keeping up with the Second Dream analysis, there is some heavy stuff coming next week. So if that really interests you, hit the big red button down below and subscribe to my channel, and you'll see that the moment comes out. Anywho, this is Sven. I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.